car, do this for y'all. Cats will be ballin', they gon' ball forever. That's it.
Oh my God, it's that TV.
Nah, Mr. 615. Now feast is south, west side we callin'. Baby from the top to the bottom. Yeah, I'm right off of Charles. She from Joe Johnson. Harrisville be ballin', ballin'. I'm in Georgia Core, cushion my cigar. Running longest list in Charlotte. Sixes on my car, do this shit for y'all. Cashville be ballin', gon' ball forever. Forever, forever. 30 racks ball, a 40 racks ball. Like all I know is ball. They say I'm honorary. Right here on 40 block, a 40 piece from Rocky. I'm finna catch a flight, in Philly's trail tonight. I fire back the light. Who shot and wanna ride with me and go to after hours? They tryna send 100 P's and smoke the city out. Ooh, I'm the man and I ain't playing around this motherfucker. But watch me do my thing. Down south players getting paid around this motherfucker. The fuck you mean? Hey, you mean that I'm on 12 and buck? I'm copping pieces for the team. I'm in Slim and Hustlers. Now feast is south, west side we callin'. Baby from the top to the bottom. Yeah, right by Haynes Garden. She from the Harrisville be ballin', ballin'. I'm in Hadley Park, cushion my cigar. When the longest Ellington Parkway. Sixes on my car, do this shit for y'all. Cashville be ballin', gon' ball forever. Forever, forever. 30 racks forever. 40 racks forever. 50 racks forever. We gon' ball forever. Cashville be ballin', ballin'. Cashville smoking pressure, though we love her. Cashville smoking Elvis, I'm in love circle. $1 million nigga, I'm coolin' in Chesapeake Circle. $1 million nigga, I'm started on Jefferson Hustle. Southside raised like Jelly Roll, somebody save me. And one day I seen a spaceship over Crescent Table. I did a show on West End and got cool with the mail.
I met a chocolate home in Vegas, she from
Niggas keep it gangster from JC Nathan. Y'all represent from 23rd to AJ. Y'all represent from Westchester to Delaware. Y'all represent from Rivergate to Straightway. Shout out my niggas from Edge Hill, they keep it real. I got some golden family niggas and they keep it trill. I keep it a bean, I'm plenty arrows I done seen. We stronger together, Cashville, all forever. We gon' ball forever. Say I'm on. Cashville be ballin', ballin'.
The beat.
Welcome on out, man. This is a start, man, of a new season, man.
So that last week didn't happen?
No, it didn't. You didn't see what I said? I ain't like what happened.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, we all wasn't, you know what I'm saying, in the same, what's the name? That's what I was trying to say. Everybody.
Because you were Nintendo 64?
No, it wasn't even that. This what's what happened. There wasn't nothing wrong with the copies. The copies itself was actually good. Like the audio and everything came through with everyone. It was just like I said, everyone that went in the same format. So it didn't look right. Like two of us was wide and then the other two of us was up and down, and I couldn't go in and like change it.
You could make all of them horizontal, make all of them vertical.
So yeah, man. So
Tight.
so we here.
Well,
Starting the season off right.
We had a snow weekend.
And like we always do, definitely had a snow weekend. A little week off, but not off. You know what I mean? Definitely always working. But yeah, a great way to start off season 4. Episode 61. Mm-hmm. Destiny, what you got for us?
61. So we decided to go with Black History because our sports was looking a little shaky. in the 60s. So, I got the. Oh my gosh, what is it? What's happening? Sorry, guys. So here we go. Boom. On today in Black history, we have the big ones. Alfred Crail invented the ice cream scoop. So next time you go to any of those big ice cream shops and they start digging out your ice cream, it's a black man. Just need y'all to know that. Inventor Edmund Berger patents the spark plug. Thank you, spark plug guy. That's pretty important, right? Right. I was like, I didn't even know that. Biologist Ernest Just. He did a lot of like cellular work, and from what I heard, he was like the man in cellular work. Marine biology. They said it was embryology, like all these different ologies. Ernest Just, black man. I feel like I was a rapper there for a second. Whoop whoop. A rebellion follows the suspicious death of a police suspect. That was kind of interesting. I don't know whether that's Black history, but it has something to do. Now, here's something that's controversial. I talked to my students about this today, but I feel like you guys would have something to say. So I had them look up a man, the South African president, F.W. de Klerk. So they look him up. And what race do you think he is?
South African, probably white.
He's definitely white.
Yeah, it's a lot of white people in South.
So
I think most people in South Africa.
And so all of my students were like, "Well, Miss D, he's not black. Why is this Black history?" So I had to explain colonization and the Dutch. And then I asked them the question, does he deserve to be honored in Black History Month?
And what they say?
After they researched it, they was like, I don't think that counts. So they said he doesn't count because he's white, technically, but he's South African. And if you've ever met a white South African, they are going to tell you, hands down, that they are African.
Okay.
They're African.
Okay, if you're born in Africa, then
You're African.
Now, just because you're born in Africa doesn't make you black. That's the thing.
There we go. So he came up as Black History Month, like in the search. And now, granted, no, what he did do, it's a contribution, right? He lifted the 30-year ban on the African National Congress, which led to the release of Nelson Mandela. So he contributed to Black history. But the conversation was, do we honor him for Black history?
What he do to get in?
We can mention what he did. Like in my mind, I know.
Okay.
In my thing,
See?
we give Nelson Mandela. We give Nelson. We talk about Nelson Mandela and then mention him in the story. That's why you give him that. But he ain't getting. He's not a black. He's not black. I'm like black means black. African is African. That's just two different things. Like it's two different things. Black history. He's a part of Black history,
Right.
But he's not. He don't get it not as a main component for Black History Month. No, he's a part of the story. It's a lot of white allies that are part of stories that did. Sir J.F. Kennedy mentioned all the time in Black History Month. He ain't Black history, like he ain't no black man, though. He's been in every time we mention Martin Luther King, we mention J.F. Kennedy. He's part of it.
Yeah.
He contributed to some things that helped black people. I don't dismiss that. And I'm not going to dismiss that man for helping release Nelson Mandela. That's great.
But neither one of them damn sure ain't black.
But neither one of them is black.
Either.
No matter if they contribute to Black history.
Well, what about, and this is just a question,
Right.
what about white abolitionists during, like, for instance, like John Brown that killed a number of white slave masters for
Rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's mentioned in Black History Month as well. Now, granted, I understand what everybody's saying, but because now that puts a lot of things in context whenever you mention Nelson Mandela. I don't think that alone should just make somebody
like Black history.
Right.
Right.
But if somebody really like put they like feet in the ground and really died for the cause, and it's like, do they get the nod or what? So that's the thing. I don't think JFK counts because JFK was the president. You know what I'm saying?
He basically was the president of the place.
He was the president of South Africa.
That's why I compared it.
And I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just thinking, but it also made me think about like white abolitionists during the times of slavery.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, before the Civil War, where there were people who actually did contribute. Like, what's the litmus test for them to be
there we go.
Yeah,
what is the test that says, like, you are a contributor to Black history, but for me to look up Black history and then you pop up,
It's one of the first searches. I think
Yes.
that's kind of wild to me.
Right.
For you, if I mention Black history, and you're one of the first, as a white person
Yeah.
that did something
Right.
for Black people during that time, you're one of the first searches that
Yes.
come up over everything that we did for ourselves.
Right.
As far as inventors to because we talking about we're not even talking about just freeing of like the bad stuff that we had to go through. We talking about just everything.
In general,
Black
yeah.
history.
Yeah.
1,000 things should come up before that white man comes up in the search bar.
And well,
if
to
we
be
mention
fair,
Black history.
Harry S. Truman came up too, which was very interesting because on this day in what was that? I think it was like 1948. He was the president at the time that abolished. I think it was like he desegregated the armed forces, and he made an executive order for integrating or desegregating the workspace. And I had to explain to my students, well, that was World War II.
Oh, that didn't help. So
There we go. Right?
It's the same thing.
But he shows up for Black history, right?
I get another history.
So, no, I get it. So, what are we saying? You know, what is the test?
But back in the day, when I was a kid, back in the day in history, but they used to romanticize Abraham Lincoln.
Very true.
They romanticized him. Like, he helped
facts.
free Black people. He's part of every story of
Right.
freeing Black people slaves. And then you get older, you realize he did it for a reason that was beneficial for him. And that's kind of my thing for a thing. A lot of these things that these white folks do that are quote unquote allies and have these part of history that say they did stuff for us, there is an end game for them that something beneficial for what they're trying to get accomplished as well.
Absolutely.
We're not the end all be all of the reason why they usually do things. I'm not saying they aren't. I'm not saying everyone isn't.
Yeah.
A lot of white folks like think that what Black folks go through is wrong, and they help and they fight, and some of them died for it, some of them went through, you know what I mean, all that type of shit. So I'm not dismissing that part either. But maybe we need to just put that in the book of like the white allies
in context, right?
Maybe that's the chapter.
That's right.
Like these are our allies that help contribute to the progression and moving forward in Black history and things of that. But it's only based on the fight. It's not based on anything else. I'm not mentioning you next to a nigga who the inventor you just said. I'm not mentioning you next to Frederick Douglass. I'm not mentioning you next to Martin Luther King. You're not next to
George Washington Carver.
I'm not putting you in that same light. You're not just going to be in that same light.
Right.
Nigga ain't no Malcolm.
Fight. We appreciate it. Thank you. You should have.
Yeah. Nigga ain't no Joe Louis.
As a nigga, I get like white folks get that type of night. Nigga, you should have.
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about? You should have helped. More y'all should have helped. Thank you. Appreciate you. But that should have been going on.
Yeah.
You want a cookie for helping rebuild some shit y'all already destroyed as a people? You don't really get no big cookie there for me.
Yeah.
No,
it was just very interesting because of the South African connection.
And also, I don't think a lot of this stuff is done out of true, like, a noble intention.
That's what I mean.
It's like,
Lincoln didn't free slaves. He just wanted to free slaves for Black folks.
Free slaves so where he can get the country back to where it needed to be.
Shit was going crazy.
And to be fair, money. He didn't free the slaves. He did not. This is for my people. Take it from the teacher. Abraham Lincoln did not free the slaves. Abraham Lincoln only freed the slaves that were in the states that were in rebellion against the Union. So there were many of other slaves, enslaved people,
including Tennessee,
who were in the Union, and they were still enslaved. He did not enslave all the people. The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution freed the slaves. I just needed to put that out there because that is still a misnomer. People still think that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, and it is 2026. He did not. Okay, I'm off.
But you know why? The victor of the war tells a story.
That's very true.
That's one a quote I heard a long time ago.
The winner always tells a story.
The winner always tells a story. That's something that took me a long time ago. Why the
knowledge
things are skewed. If you're not searching this, you just won't know because they put things in books and lie. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Things are in these history books. They say that in these history books.
Yeah. He
was part of freeing slavery. They don't just specify that we're in rebellion with this and it was still they don't say that part in the history book.
They don't.
And then they just put it in, and also it was written in the amendment. It was written in the Constitution as well.
Oh, and by the way.
No. It was free. It was in the Constitution. They got free because it's in the Constitution, not as well. And that's how they framed it for a long time in history books and stuff like that. So I think that's the biggest thing. Like, hey, white folks who help Black folks, thank you, but you should have.
Yeah.
because we shouldn't have been in the situation where you had to help. Your part of the history is based on what your people did to us in the forefront anyway. So thanks, but cool.
Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah.
Like it's like I think, and I hear that from and on the other side, like when women talk about men, like, oh, it's men allies who help. Thank you for treating a woman like a human. That every woman I like, okay, like appreciate it, my nigga. Like,
Yeah.
you want a cookie for
Yeah.
not treat me like a piece of meat. Like same thing. Like you want a cookie for treat me like a human. White people.
It's kind of like the shout out I saw on Instagram. It was like to a dad. And it was like two, it was juxtaposing like a mom and a dad. And it was saying something essentially like a dad does this and he gets like all these awards. And the mom does it and it's like, oh, that's part of your like all duties as a sign. And someone was like, but that's like a dad can take care of a sick child. A dad can, but when it says like when the father did it, it was like, it was blown up. Oh, that you're such a good dad because little Timmy was throwing up. And you're like, but we do this all the time.
You know, there is something like
What?
y'all that's minimizing me. To me, it's like y'all, you're one of the ones who ain't stupid and ain't fumbling, who can take care of a human. It's really a backhanded compliment. It's really not a real compliment for either party.
Right.
It's not a compliment for the woman feel like, what the fuck you talking about? Because I do this shit all the time and I don't get no cookie for it.
Right.
And also the man like, it's my child.
Right.
I get it knowing people congratulate me about things that you're supposed to do as a daddy. It really annoys me. Like, oh man, bro, that's my child. What the fuck? Why? What is? I'm so lost in what you niggas excited about. It's your child. You had him. You take care of him. Like, it's a simple mathematical situation for me. 1 + 1 = 2. But that's what happens a lot.
Yeah, people definitely do that a lot. People be like, "Damn, bro, you a full-time dad?" Yeah, like, well, what else? But it's just so, like you said, just so people be so used to putting black men down just because of either past experience or what we used to be. You know what I mean? So it's always a uphill battle being black and definitely being a man. I mean, shit, definitely being a woman. So you know what I mean? Being black is the plight we gotta fight. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we here now.
Yo, no.
Hey.
What's truck? Old
school.
Hey.
Top five, top five, top five.
Hey, our weekend we was snowed in, niggas.
No, we had the same weekend y'all did. Everybody at the grocery store.
And some of y'all was thirsty to get outside when the snow melted. I saw y'all IG. It was 12 degrees outside. Y'all was outside. Y'all been shading yourself. Y'all been shading yourself.
Niggas staying in the hotel because they ain't got no power, but they outside.
My boy had to make a whole video about bar etiquette. We gonna get that in the future. We'll get that in the future. Let's get that later on though.
Top five.
Top five.
Cause it was serious.
Yeah. So this week, top 5 is top 5 meals of all time.
Fat boy category. I ain't got to write it down.
Yeah, I ain't.
This was said off the dome. That's what he said.
Right off the hip. Yeah.
Game
all right, but let's see how good it is. Then. All right, let's go.
Oh, that's easy. I better know one. I go order this.
Niggas, I go order.
Number 1, salmon croquette, rice and biscuits is my favorite meal. My last meal I want to have before I leave this earth. My mom make it for me. I mean, I gotta teach somebody who with me how to make it, like how she make it. You feel without all the extra shit. Sometimes but somebody put too much in the salmon croquette, and I don't like all the extra little shit. You know, I don't need all the extra peppers and shit like that.
Right.
Keep pushing. You know what I mean? And sweet rice, not that niggas weird sugar in your rice, bro. I know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all ain't from the South. Second is teriyaki sandwich. I'm going on my list. You can get mad later on, but so you can go through whatever you want to talk about later on. Second, you feel me? Second, teriyaki, then dirty rice. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. You gotta have teriyaki and dirty rice. You know what I mean? It's with edamame. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I love some edamame. That shit with the garlic sauce and edamame. A little sprinkle. Yeah, let's sprinkle. You feel me? Okay. Third favorite meal is gonna be real nigga country shit. Turnip green, country fried chicken. You know what I mean? A real fried chicken with fat elbows. I need big elbows. Yeah, but grandma be on. I need that type. You feel what I mean? I need that. You feel what I mean? Turnip green macaroni and cheese, mashed potato with the gravy, you know what I mean? With quickly bow, you feel what I mean? Okay. Fat nigga dreams, you feel me?
Fat nigga dreams is crazy.
Hey, y'all should do it for Fat Boy League. Tell them Fat nigga dreams.
Fat nigga dreams.
Add that somewhere.
I'm gonna put it on the shirt.
Fat Boy dream, not fat nigga.
Fat Boy dreams. I got you.
Have somebody like a little kid, he big boy, like he got a bad pan. Yeah, Fat
I
Boy
like
Drinks.
it.
Yeah.
Fat Boy
I do this off
Drinks.
the top
Hey,
of the
this
reel.
nice.
Marketing. You can holler high. You feel this money. Number 4 is going to be a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch.
Okay.
Big bowl, big bowl, big
Okay.
bowl. I'm talking about top with some almond milk, vanilla. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No 2% no more. Don't do that to yourself. You black. Most y'all lactose intolerant anyway. And 5 is gonna just be a dessert, which is gonna be chess squid my mom make.
Okay.
Chess squid with the chocolate base. Put the chocolate base on that thing.
Strawberry.
You would kill it.
I'm just talking about for me. We said we talking.
Let's go.
It's gonna be one of those kind of days, guys.
What up?
Okay. That's a good top 5.
What you got this?
What do I have? I have farfalle chicken and pasta from Cheesecake Factory. Yes, I still go and it's a great date. Just letting you know.
Talk to you
For all
about
the bougie ones out there. I like
They ain't got a man.
they don't have a man. That is very true. I like hard fried catfish. This is very specific. It's got to be fried hard. Okay? Hard fried catfish, sandwich, white bread, pickles, onion, raw onion. Okay, I like that. I don't know, it's the thing. It's not really a meal, but I feel like it's a meal to me. I like cream of wheat. I grew up on it. It's a meal to me. Oh, with some
That's some
toast.
Ohio
Little
shit.
burnt.
That's some Ohio
First of
shit.
all,
Real Midwest shit.
a little burnt with the toast, definitely. I also like
Ain't got a clue.
Ain't got it.
Why am I running blue and I keep that thing and I'm
I also like, this is a Midwest thing, chili spaghetti. Very Cincinnati, very chili spaghetti, and I prefer Gold Star. So like there are whole restaurants, spaghetti noodles, chili, cheese, onions. But the chili isn't like the chili that your mom makes. It's like a runnier, like meat based chili.
it's like more of a spaghetti.
Yes, and in Cincinnati,
Because the chili
they're
is
known
spaghetti.
for
That's why
putting chocolate in their spaghetti. I mean, chocolate in their chili.
wrong.
Chili. That's number 4. Don't cheat me out of my number 5.
we thought you was done. That's
No.
that bullshit.
Well, when you go, I'm gonna bring y'all some back.
No.
It sounds like it counts for 2.
It's good. Chili. First of all, it's not that bad as I
Sound like a
think.
goddamn edible.
leave the onions out. For
Had more than 2 bathroom
No,
breaks.
that's very true.
I can't
And one of my favorite meals of all times is a calzone. I love calzones.
I ain't either.
Like
I ain't gonna
with
lie.
the cheese and I like mine with like
Extra
spinach,
cheese, please.
cheese with the like situation on top. So I love a good calzone.
Good cholesterol.
Very much so. Yeah. That's my 5.
Honey mustard.
First of all, you can't count chili spaghetti because it's not spaghetti, it's spaghetti noodles. But the chocolate is in there. Like it's not like you're tasting Hershey's. It's like a part of it.
So I'm assuming
I'm gonna bring y'all some. Don't worry about it.
it like balances the texture of the.
It does.
I trust you.
Butter spaghetti?
I trust you. I trust you.
It's not in the spaghetti. It's in the chili.
The chili.
Yeah.
I trust you.
So take it's sweet and spice. I guess. Okay. So
Good. I'm gonna bring y'all some. Watch.
Hey, I'm ready. Just leave the onions out.
I got you. Because the onions are like a garnish on top. They're not in.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, don't garnish.
No garnish. I got y'all.
don't garnish.
Who's next?
All right, I go. Yeah, I go. I'm real old school with it. You know what I mean? Give me some potato cheese soup
Oh yeah.
and give me
Okay.
2 grilled cheese. Real specific though. You gotta.
There we
I'm
go.
finna give y'all a low down, bro down on how to make a grilled cheese if you ain't never made one the right way.
Okay.
All right, boom. So you make a grilled cheese the old traditional way for me at least. A slice of American cheese, slice of mozzarella chease.
Oh.
Boom. You need 2 slices of cheese for sure. Even if you use the same type of cheese, you need
Okay.
2 slices though. And you know what I'm saying? Butter your base, you know what I'm saying? Your skillet. If you do 2, you do 2, you know what I'm saying? 3, however many, whatever. Pay what you weigh, you know what I mean? However what you make, how many you want. Hey, now for you might have to pull out the flat boy, you know what I mean? You never know. But you butter your base, boom, brown, have it toasted a bit, however you want it. When you flip it, then after you flip it, the cheese will be melted just a little bit, so you're gonna be able to flip that one over, and then butter the top, the other side of that.
Okay.
So that's how you get your cheese all the way melted without burning your bread.
Okay.
That's a little hint for y'all. So then you flip it over to hit that side, then you flip it back over, hit the other side. Now you got 3 sides. hit. You can't go be able to do the other side. 'Cause once you hit the bottom side, it's gonna be melted.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
you putting the heat on top of the other side, and then that's gonna help it melt it while you still sizzling. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
So that's how you make a grilled cheese. You know what I mean? We did. You know what I'm saying? We be at Bonnaroo. You ever see us at Bonnaroo? Come holler at us. You know what I'm saying? Grilled cheeses. You know what I mean? Real deal. But nah, it's a specific way because I know a lot of people have grilled cheese and the cheese don't even be melted yet. Like, you know what I mean? It be one piece of cheese on the cheese be in the middle of the bread. It be extra bread and shit. Like all type of shit. Like you get a grilled cheese. Remember the grilled cheese from school where they used to be used like a grilled piece of toast?
Grilled toast.
Yeah. Grilled chease toast.
With a little piece of cheese.
That shit was crazy.
It was called grilled cheese. It definitely was. At least they were honest.
Toast and they maybe more in the microwave.
Little piece of cheese on it.
Yeah, I know one meal that I really thought was country here, but I really like a little bit now.
What?
Catfish and spaghetti.
Yes.
That's number 2.
Wait.
Mm.
Oh, the grilled cheese was with the soup.
Yeah, that's with the soup. That's all.
Oh, I thought it was definitely three
the way he
had
definitely thought it was. Definitely thought it was two.
No, y'all ain't tripping.
I was like,
that's all one. You
okay,
eat the grilled cheese
a lot of
with the soup.
cholesterol.
It's just like if you eat a tomato soup, like whatever any kind of soup you eat, you got you know what I'm saying. Exactly.
I understand.
The way he segmented his phrases, it sounds like
then you went to a store how to make grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a separate situation. Yeah, okay.
I thought it was the same, but it was the store like maybe it's two.
I agree.
It's all about how he stated.
Go ahead. Now you're on number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, so I always need a good fat burger with cheese.
Yes.
And fries. You can never go wrong.
Burger eating that nigga.
No, in fact.
Nah, for real. I'm not.
And season y'all burgers, bro. I hate burgers that are not seasoned. Quit. I don't go to In-N-Out. I did go to In-N-Out.
He's just lying so bad.
I literally went to In-N-Out last week.
Like, I know this nigga. Like every time we touch down in LA.
I ain't go to In-N-Out. Yes, I did.
Think about it.
Down LA, before it came there, every time we touched down in LA, he went to In-N-Out.
Shit, Texas.
I've never ate it.
I don't care.
Everywhere.
I'll go one day.
I go with them.
I just like their burgers, bro. Like they fries ain't shit, but I like their burgers.
I'll go one day. I couldn't do the line. It was a long line.
Number 4. All right, one of my favorite meals is definitely some fried chicken wings.
Okay.
Macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes,
2 starches. That's okay. Keep going.
turnip greens, and some Jiffy.
More starch.
3 starches.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Hey,
it's salty green.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't want no salty green. I don't like nothing salty. I hate if you
don't like collards.
No, I do, but I'm just saying I hate when people make them too salty.
Oh yeah.
Like people
that's too salty for sure.
You can definitely make them too salty.
If you turnip green salty, you don't need to ever make turnip greens again.
Some people just be heavy with the salt.
Turnip greens are bitter.
Yeah. But so
if you make them salty, that means you trying to kill everybody in the house.
And you had it basing that meat too while you doing that. The salt it's gonna be salt. It's gonna be salt on it, but if you it's marinating the meat the right way, you gonna have salt on it. Now it's less salt if you do it with turkey meat versus if you do it with actual like pork and shit. Now, if it's pork in there, bro, let that turkey meat just sit in that pork and do the real. And that's all salt you need. You do the real.
With the turkey too, though. Like you don't have.
No, you don't need much of turkey, but you would need maybe just like
a little bit more.
Pinch because it's not the same.
And I'm gonna give y'all one of my favorite breakfast meals: oatmeal, bacon, and cinnamon toast.
Okay.
I'm mad at that.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know about that cinnamon butter toast. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was young.
I'm not a kid anymore. Okay, let's go.
What toast with that?
I'm just gonna go all entrees because it would take me all day to describe the side, so I'm just gonna go all entrees.
He said craft. Be too much craft. We're all night, guys.
Give me a ribeye.
Okay.
For number 1. Number 2, give me sea bass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 3, give me oxtails.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Number 4, give me a good pork roast beef roast from my mama.
Yes, from my mama's the key.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
When I said just quiz, I said from my mama.
You notice he didn't say nothing else. From my mama is part of the meal, which means Future Boo has to get in the kitchen with your mama.
100%. 100%.
to understand this roast.
Yeah, you got to understand the
She's
cycle.
got to understand.
I just had a fire ass meatloaf.
Number 5 would be, I'm trying to think, what would number 5 be for me?
Fire ass ribeye sounds so good, right?
Yeah, it does, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Number 5 for me,
I need
I
one
would
of-
have to go.
I need one of them Malibu.
Give me a grilled salmon, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Grilled salmon.
Okay, that was real healthy.
And then like,
I mean, I don't know what your sides were. Your sides could have taken over.
Now my sides are gone. I mean, okay, with salmon and sea bass, I'm probably gonna have rice and like either broccolini
Okay.
or
Still very healthy.
asparagus
Okay.
or like
that's my
greens. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
rice and greens type
Yeah,
thing.
I
And
like
then
it.
for like the
The
roast
ribeye.
and ribeye and stuff, oh, macaroni and cheese.
Got to, Alvin. You got to.
Gotta give me collard
Because potatoes is already in the roast and all that type of stuff.
and do
Carrots and all that type.
No, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't want to include the sides because it'll take me all day to.
I got you.
The sides are assortment. Like you can assort the sides.
Tell them, imagine.
Yeah, and whatever you want to put. Yeah,
Whatever you like with those.
because we'll be here all night talking about our
Understood.
food, and I'm already like salivating. Pause. So
Pause. Was that a pause?
that really
it wasn't
was.
a pause.
It really was.
He said food with it. So, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just be so.
I've got to agree. He was looking for a pause.
Salivating is crazy. I don't give a fuck. Now, first off, I was bullshitting. He know I was bullshitting because I flipped it. It wasn't even like. It wasn't even like I said pause. It was. I didn't say pause. I said no. I flipped it. So it wasn't no reach it.
Well, shit was funny as hell.
It definitely was funny though.
That shit was funny as hell.
I forgot what it was too.
I said, I'm shooting. I was talking about what I'm doing with. I'm shooting content this Friday. You feel what I mean? I said, pull my crew gonna be a part of it. If nigga, I'm gonna need niggas with they strap, ski mask, and a black arm fatigue. If you can't make it, no pressure. Blah blah blah. You feel me? He said, I don't own any strap on.
Pause.
You know you went crazy. All right, so I read it. I read the name and then I read the
I said I'm happy for you. I said I don't change my verb, Mister. Everything is a pause. And I said nigga looking for the pause so much he added owns.
I ain't even say. I didn't even misspell nothing. He be added the word.
All right, since we talking about words and shit, okay.
What's up?
Let's get into some real, and we're talking about food and health and all this shit. So let's get into some. GPT was asked
Oh, okay.
how to live to 140 years, and the answer was simple, logical, and totally surprising.
I told you, Miss Rick, I'm sorry. I was still laughing.
Said how to live to 140 years.
Okay.
Somebody asked ChatGPT. So it says ChatGPT analyzed data. It said from blue zones and reached an unexpected conclusion. It's not diet, it's not exercise, it's not genetics. The major factor for longevity is low level of chronic stress.
Yeah.
Everything else is secondary. You can eat healthy, train, and not smoke. But if you live under constant stress, you die young, guaranteed.
I can believe that.
Long-lived people in Okinawa and Sardinia live longer, not because they eat fish, but because they live in harmony with themselves. And then it also says, first rule of longevity, according to ChatGPT, do only what you do not generate internally resistance. Do only what does not generate internal resistance. Do not hate your job, but do it for money. 15 years. Do you live with someone you don't love out of fear of being alone? Minus 10 years. Do you surround yourself with people who drain your energy? Minus 8 years. Every day in a toxic environment equals accelerated aging in a cellular level.
I'm just taking away years of my life.
Second rule,
Deducting.
140 minus.
it says second rule, stop saving for later. Live today as you plan to do in retirement. Most postpone life until retirement. They arrive sick, exhausted, without energy. ChatGPT shows that 43% die within the first 5 years after retiring.
Jeez.
Why? Because their body waited a lifetime for permission to live. And when they got it, it was already too late.
That's good. That's good, actually. Waiting for permission to live. That's good.
Third rule: social connections are worth more than vitamins. Loneliness equals smoking 15 cigarettes a day. People with strong social bonds equal 50% live 50% longer. It's not about the number of friends, but the quality of relationships. A single person with whom you can be extends life more than any diet. Fourth rule: find a purpose bigger than yourself. People with a clear Ikenaji live 7 years longer. And this Ikenaji in Japan, that's what they call it. The reason you get up every morning. It doesn't have to be a great mission. It can be a garden, grandchild art, or helping others. What matters is feeling I'm here for a reason, I'm needed. Fifth rule: stop obsessing over optimization of health. Paradox: fitness fanatics live less than those who follow their intuition. Obsession equals stress equals high cortisol.
Cortisol.
Damn, I ain't never seen that word spelled.
Cortisol. It's like
Yeah,
the
cortisol.
levels of. It's like a hormone, like a stress hormone.
Counting calories, fearing bad foods, monitoring every step. That's not life, it's a prison. Long lived people eat what they want, but desire what's simple and natural. Sixth rule: move naturally, not out of obligation. People in blue zones don't go to the gym. They walk, tend gardens, climb stairs. Movement is interrogated into their life. Interrogated.
I'll see.
Integrated into their life. Not.
I'll let you. I'll wait for you. How come?
That's why I be when you say shit out loud, I be like, no, that wasn't.
That's why I had to let you. I had to let you correct self.
Not isolated in 1 hour of training. The body was made to move constantly, not for one intense hour after 8 sittings.
Facts. I tell you that I don't care what
And seventh rule: sleep when you're sleepy, eat when you're hungry, rest when you're tired. Long live people don't follow rigid schedules. They listen to their bodies. Modern humans ignore all signals, endure, finish, then rest. The body endures for years until it collapses. ChatGPT made it clear: listen to your body or it will stop talking to you. Make sure you integrate that into your life.
Here we go. Yeah.
But I think I do some of that already. I think the having a purpose, I think I do that already. I think it just helped me not to stress about weight loss. Like
Mm.
trying to get to a certain point where you can overstress yourself doing it. And now you just messed up and like I said, stressing it, you know what I mean? It's like niggas strain themselves and all that type of shit, go through all that type of shit because you put too much pressure on yourself to achieve something that what you know what I mean?
It's always like the idea of goals though, like a lot of people feel like that's where stress comes from, like especially if you tend or you do fall short.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stress comes from the what if or the downfall or feeling let down, especially if it's to yourself or your ecosystem that's very important.
Now you feel like you ain't good enough, and now you overdoing things and trying to still. You know
And then now you feel like you in the hole, got to bounce back. You owe somebody one, like all type of, you know what I'm saying, whatever it could be.
and life is just gonna do what it do regardless. You know what I mean? No matter how you.
And that, like you said, now you stressing, now you move, you know what I'm saying, moving your stress, moving your body more,
And now
sleeping less.
now you're in shape with your ass. Goddamn it, your heart was pumping. Goddamn it, so much because your ass just trying to overdo everything just to obsess whatever this view of who you is, what you should be. You know what I mean? So I like that one a
I
lot.
do like that. And I will say to add to it, so blue zones, because I had to look it up, because you said it a lot, right?
It's in the.
So blue zones are specific geographic regions where people live measurably longer and healthier lives than the global average. So he listed two, but there are five original blue zones in the world. There's only one in the United States, which I thought was interesting. So you have Okinawa, which you said, and that's home to the world's longest lived women. They have strong social networks and a diet that's high in sweet potatoes and soy. There's Sardinia, which is like an island in the Mediterranean Sea, and they have the highest concentration of male centenarians, which are just people who live to be 100. They live traditional shepherds lifestyles. The Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, the Ikara Greece, which is in like the Aegean Sea, and a city in California called Loma Linda. which is a community primarily composed of Seventh-day Adventists who outlive average Americans by about a decade due to following a biblical diet and a strict Sabbath rest. And then they said Singapore, but Singapore is a man-made blue zone because their government has put things in place to make stress on life less. So they're now living longer.
Made ones.
There we go. I know that's right. Give me a blue zone city.
Don't need no smart city.
Yeah.
These niggas trying to be too smart anyway. They need to be
Yeah.
and they being stupid, trying to be too smart.
Yeah. But I mean, I've heard, like, I'm a teacher, and this makes me think about, there's a district in Texas that is going to 4-day school weeks. And they really did it because they didn't have enough teachers. But now they're seeing like high teacher retention. The students love it. The parents love it. Everybody loves it. 4-day school weeks. And it makes me think about those companies that do 4-day work weeks, or like everybody was talking about Google and how to have the game room and how it had the unlimited PTO. Like, it makes me think people are trying to, I think, use some of those tactics, but the reality is it's only to feed back into the work environment, right? It's not to say like take your PTO so that
they
you can
trying to
live,
find ways for people to be
stay.
more proficient while being more efficient.
Absolutely.
Like,
oh, if you can play the game while you're here, you
yeah,
can stay.
so it's
Right.
so
I
like
mean, it's smart.
it's definitely smart because like Amazon, I know one of the first people with like flexible schedules, like 4-hour schedules. And the first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, that's really ideal. Like if I can go somewhere and work 4 hours instead of 8 hours, or instead of
And they're paying higher.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that like when you go like out of work. They're paying $25 an hour to work for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a pay differential, sometimes like depending on what season it is, or like that, they do a $2, $3. So if you was getting paid $19.25 for your shift, it's gonna go to 23. Yeah, and so now you incentivized to work that shift.
Yeah.
On top of it's only 4 hours. I can still go.
Yeah, I can still do that.
Pay,
Right.
and everybody know like they always say the average man don't make $100 an hour, $100 a day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you done made close to $100 a day, that's actually successful because every person don't make $1,000 a week. You know what I mean? Every person ain't making $700 a week.
I mean, when I had first really started hustling, like pretty much like post pandemic, I was like, bro, that was really like the goal. Like the first goal was like to start making like $200 a day. Like, cause like you said, the average person don't even make 100. I'm like, if I can get to 200 a day on just some straight hustling shit before a nigga got a job and all that shit, it's like, then you know what I mean, just definitely like on the right boat, like, you know what I'm saying, doing camera work and all that shit, DJing. So I definitely, like I said, I felt that part. But that also just brought me back to like ChatGPT was talking about, like a lot of that shit align with how I move and like just what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit we talk about with the community and the ecosystem, building all that and having just everything in a row. So like life is life. You can't necessarily prepare to the T of what, you know what I'm saying, necessarily a bad situation is gonna be. But when you got a good ecosystem and you're able to put things in place and able to provide in other ways.
What you just said first, life is life.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
The biggest thing they was talking about
the
stress. Like this shit gonna be what it's gonna be. You can't change it. You can't make it more. You can't make it less. You feel what I mean? Like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And having it, what's the old saying? They just say, knowing what you can change and having to understand and know what you like. You can't like stressing about stuff that you can't change.
Serenity prayer.
Like, what you gonna do about it? Like, if you can change it, change it. If you can't change it, you can't change it.
Yeah.
There's no possible way to alter things of where you were dropped at in this world, in this time frame, in this whatever age you are. You didn't control none of that. So the only thing you can do is control your reaction to a lot of this shit. It ain't really about what you control now. You have goals because that's what the purpose part they said come into play.
Yeah,
you gotta have a purpose, right? You have something bigger than yourself, and it's good to have those goals and these things to attain to something. But you can't overstress them so much to where they take up your whole being. Now you don't even know how to be just a regular person with people. You don't know how to have a regular conversation. Just keep and kick some shit and enjoy life for what it is the time here.
And that's always been my big thing too. Like I tell people all the time, like I grew up Christian. Like we always talk about, I grew up Christian in the Christian church. Then I went to college. Then I went to the Navy. Me going to the Navy was one of the biggest and, you know what I'm saying, best things ever because opened me up to like seeing different people, different perspectives and different religions. And I'm like, bro, it's literally like that was one thing that was like it's definitely great beings and people I've met and all across this world and country from whatever religion, creed, you know what I'm saying, color, whatever you want to say. So and that's where I just got to the pick point of like not stressing over having a belief or having a religion or being this is what you need to follow. Cause I'm like, for me at the end of the day, I feel like you can believe in cats and dogs, you can believe in trash cans, you can believe in the garbage man, whoever you want to believe in. If you're doing good, you're doing good. If you're doing bad, you're doing bad. And that's going to all come full circle regardless of who you believe in because you can't stop it, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's how I feel about it at the end of the day. But that just what got me to the balance of being able, like we talked about before, like balancing emotions and having a stable being and being able to be cool with oneself. Like people panicking and talking about, oh, we got the kids still out of school. I'm like, people, you made these kids that you complaining about. Like that's a red flag for you to be complaining about kids you made and kids that you can't even.
Well,
That
COVID taught us people don't love their kids or their family.
no, for sure. Like you said, when you stressing those shit that you can't change and you making it a big deal or worse than anything, or really what it or making something bad that ain't even bad. It's like that's step number one, and why people will be having a lot of foolishness and like you said, like they said, dying young, taking minus 10 years off, and it's because niggas be out here stressing about shit that don't even matter. Shit that, like you said, you can't change.
Put that into the world. They've made first world problems real problems to people,
Mm-hmm.
right? These inconveniences or
That
whatever. Compare. I always keep saying, bro, like comparison, bro. Like niggas comparing themselves to where they think they should be and where they should be in life, man. They can't. It plays their mind. You know what I mean? Like I understand that thinking too. Cause I've been like that before too. Like now I just try to do things of what will make me feel it feels right. You know what I mean? If it feels right, then do it. If I want to put some merch out there, I'm gonna do it. Merch pre-order now. But if I want to
Okay,
put,
plug.
come on now. If I want to put some stuff out, cause I feel right doing it. If I want to put a project out, it feels right doing it. You know what I mean? If I'm in that mode, I'm in that artist mode, and it feels right doing it. You know what I mean? The stresses, I think, you're gonna have some natural stresses, right? I think that's mitigating them is the thing, keeping them low where they're not plaguing your mind. So because I think it's okay to worry and care about things. I think sometimes stress shows that you care about it, right? Like you want to be good at something. That means you care about things that you're trying to do or represent. Like I want to be a good artist, so I make sure I rack my brain about words, how to put stuff together, and things like that's a good stressor, but it's also relief. It's also
Yeah.
it's also therapy. It's also helping me freeze my mind and all type of things. So it does the good part of what I need for me to do to live a long and full life as well.
Yeah.
Versus what the stress of money does to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What the stress of comparisons to where you need to have a certain house or a certain car or a certain this and a certain that. Those things is what I think would kill people more than anything. Because now we just not. Now you worry about things that you really don't control.
Yeah.
If you do control them, change them.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It'll come in due time.
But we didn't learn that, right? So, like, I talk about all the time, your children are a sponge and they're watching you. And before they can even understand what you're saying, they pick up on your energy, they pick up on your tone. So I reflect back to when I was a child, understanding that my parents had stressors and seeing how they dealt with those stressors. That came on me. So now, as an adult, I have to now reparent myself to understand that the way they handled stress was not the right way. At the same time, I'm trying to show to my children this is the way you actually handle it, right? So when I think about living a long life, I definitely want to live a long life, but I have to show my children mommy needs to rest. I never saw my parents rest. Mommy's going to talk to you about money. My parents never talked to me about money. Mommy's going to show you that I love and that sometimes I cry and that sometimes I live life. And I need them to see that because if they don't see it from me, they're seeing it from me regardless, even if I'm trying to hide it from them. Right. And so I feel like that's what you saying that's what it makes me think of is how many of us actually saw our parents go to therapy, work out,
Well,
eat healthy foods, how to mitigate conflict resolution, how to de-stress. I didn't see my parents do any of that.
see what you're saying. Be honest with you, it's all new terminology.
Very true.
Like I think that's the grace I give them. That's why I don't go so hard on my our elders. Like these, all this is new terminology. I'm talking about new, like 10 years new, not even 20 years new. Like far as being mainstream terminology,
Yeah.
it may have been main terminology that
For our
folks,
community, at least.
at least for our community, like it
Yeah.
may be terminology that's always been in the mental health community where therapists and stuff knew these words were things like that. But in our community, hearing these words like de-stressors and shit like that, that's so new to us. Like, seeing these things, having these conversations is new
Yeah.
in general. So, nah, we didn't get that shit.
No.
Because they didn't get it. And they
No.
don't even understand. I think, I always try to remember that we were talking about the race stuff earlier and stuff like that earlier. We're still not that far removed from when niggas was goddamn getting ate up by dogs and getting water
Very
sprayed
true.
on them, homie.
Very
Like,
true.
what mental health did y'all think they were gonna get?
Very true.
That, like, what mental, like, it's not that far away. None of this
Yeah.
with the history, the pain that black folks went through is far away.
Yeah.
So what mental health were they going to get in 1955? What, my mama was born in 1956. In 1970, what mental health was she going to get?
It wasn't. And ours is compound interest. So when you look at communities of color, specifically African American communities in the United States, we're talking about epigenetics here, right? So we're talking about chattel slavery, Reconstruction South, Jim Crow South, separate but equal, the war on drugs. Like it's compound interest. So it's with no apology, by the way. Every other race has gotten some type of an apology, some type of reparation, right? That's externally. So you have
Internal battle with each other.
right,
Folks, that thing we have,
right, right.
that's just external battle.
It's layered. It's layered. So you're talking about Japanese internment camps, they got paid, right? You have Native Americans who got some form of, or indigenous, they got some form of payment via, land, although that's a whole different conversation within itself. You have people who went through the Holocaust, they received some type of reparation. We are literally the only race that has went through century after century after century of things.
You tough, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you
Bootstrap is crazy.
but the craziest thing about that is because we all was oppressed by they all were oppressed by someone of a different nationality. Like we were literally thrown into oppression by our own people. It's in
I'm not gonna pay you for the for whooping your
yeah, I'm saying so in the and really in reality is I mean that's the nuance of every conversation you gotta have. Like it's somewhat a difference because it's like we were sitting here by our own people, the people that felt that we was less than like they do with every race. You know what I'm saying? There's always a hierarchy to everything.
You meaning going back to Africa?
Yeah, like that's the people they got African people here. They wasn't we wouldn't know at no other continents at this point in time besides
Right.
people that was natural travelers. So it's like, or traders or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not a trader, you know what I'm saying, or exporter or whatever, it's like, you where you live, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for your own people to sell you off, it's like, we just so happened to come to this, because we could have ended up anywhere for real, but it's like, we ended up here. But it's also, like I said, we was thrown into this by our own people. Everybody else was it was either out of war or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
also the nuance of, I think black folk were indigenous people as well too. I think it was
yeah, that too, yeah, for
also,
sure.
but also the quote unquote Native Americans. History showed that half of those were killed, and white people took them over, and that's why they got reparations anyway. That half of the land that owned by y'all not really Native, not all y'all. So,
Okay, Dan Calloway.
some of y'all ain't Native American.
Okay, $5 Indians.
Some of them ain't. There's a lot of $5 Indians there.
Uh-oh.
They made hundreds of thousands. $5 add up after a while too. You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what would happen. They would kill, take that thing over, put some paint on their face, or when they got a tan real fast, and then now they Native Americans, and you get acres, and you get free land, and you get all these type of things, these rights, and these money back guarantees, and all that type of stuff. You feel me?
But even that floated because, like, my stepbrother dates a young girl who is a part of a Native American tribe. And she said that her people didn't realize what they're fighting for now is, they go by the percentage rule, right? Well, now many Native Americans aren't marrying in their tribes anymore. So what's happening is many of them are losing those rights. They may live on the reservation, they may do all the things, but because they don't have that blood rule, because remember, they had the blood rule, you have to be 80%. Well, if I'm full native, but then I have children with somebody who's not, what happens? Your blood rule goes down. Absolutely. And then if that person has a child with someone who's not full, then their blood rule goes down. So what they're finding out is like, you might have a sibling or a mother whose blood rule is okay, but then by the time they have a child, that child doesn't get any of the benefits anymore. But they still may live on the reservation and they go to the school, but when it comes to the tax free and all that, they don't get it. And so, but that's the agreement that they made with with the colonizers. That was your folks. They made those agreements. And so now they're fighting within their own, not fighting, there's disagreements because they're like, but we should still get that. But according to the paperwork that was drawn up with the United States, they don't get that rule anymore. So a lot of their ancestors are losing it.
Well, because also because those people made it the 80% rule because we know we're Native American. If you stay in the bloodline, you never have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
You never have to worry if you stay inside your bloodline. You never have to worry about going less than anything. It's always going to be in the bloodline.
That's right.
It never leaves. You know what I mean? So that's that.
Until it does.
Until it does. You know what I mean?
But it's also just a natural progression of life, though. Like it's just go the more people you have, and the more choices in mind and decisions you go have, just gonna be made, and more likely that people ain't gonna stick with the bloodline or stick it within race. Should I say? Not say within the bloodline, but will stick within race. So I mean that definitely makes sense because because at some point in time they say within the next 50 years, 75% of the world will be mixed anyway. So with some kind of black. So it's all coming back full circle. Well, so 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 it's like I feel like black people being so broad, even if we don't all claim to be like African or all claim to be the same, or some people don't claim some Americans don't like Africans, some Africans don't like Americans or whatever. So it's like it is what it is. But at the end of the day, all the other races and nationalities on this earth love black people. Whether you a man or you a woman, they love us.
We're cool. I tell my children all the time, I was like, we are a trend. I've never met a body, specifically, I love the diaspora, but when I look at the Black American and the things that we've created through everything, specifically, like, go back to the Harlem Renaissance. When you look at what the nation was going through during that time, and then you look at the level of art, music, culture, trends that was happening at the same time. We talking about Great Depression, Harlem Renaissance. It's literally the same time. And as a person, I have to remind people of that. Like, we look at history as pieces of a pie, not a whole pie. So I have to, when I talk to people, I'm like, you do know that all this stuff is happening on a continuum. Like, what was happening over here in the 1920s, there was something over there that was happening and something over there. So we were literally in the Great Depression as a country, and the Harlem Renaissance was taking place.
Now they look at the history books, and they look at because COVID's going to be in the history books.
Oh, for sure.
If it's not already, shit was kind of lit too.
Yeah.
To them, they're gonna hear COVID.
Yes.
They're gonna think it's the worst. They're gonna think people were just dying and dying, and they were.
Yeah.
A lot of people died.
COVID is going to be equated to the Black Death.
Yes.
Or the yellow plague.
Yes.
Like when we think about it, we're like, oh, that was COVID. Not to diminish what it was because we lived through it, but it's going to be on the same level as the Black Death, the yellow plague.
We had to go past it.
Absolutely.
So in our mind, yes, a lot of people died. I mean, a lot of people
and
died.
Stuff changed.
And it probably is closer to Black. Like the amount of people that died from COVID, it's probably the closest mass death
on a worldwide scale.
Worldwide scale since then.
A pandemic.
Full pandemic. Yeah. That's the first time we've ever heard that in our lifetime, like on this scale.
For sure.
So
we were locked down. Like even that is history, right? When has a body of people been locked? We were locked down for 2 years, y'all. Like wear masks. Like it's almost like Y2K all over again, but not. Yeah, and then but think about it. What came out of COVID? DoorDash. What came out of COVID? All types of industry that relied on TikTok. People were in the house doing. I remember I had a dinner with my friends We were locked down in COVID. We all ordered food from DoorDash. We got on Zoom. Zoom became a big thing.
Zoom.
Before that, as a millennial, I was like, can't this be a virtual? We had access to virtual meetings prior to COVID.
I think that's when like not with seeing them, but like that's when I started going live in general. I started going live with niggas and all that types of other rappers. We started having conversations and like doing lives and playing songs on people. Like that's when I started doing that shit around that time.
COVID, yeah.
Because how else I'm gonna connect with somebody?
There we go. That social connection piece.
I'm living with a girl. I'm living with somebody at the time, and just me and her. And then my daughter come over here and there, you know what I mean? But that's it. Me, her, my daughter, like, we're gonna be around.
Right.
I want to see my mom once in a while. You know what I mean? Because she lived out south. You know what
right.
I mean? So like, I'm going to see you once in a while. Nah.
Yeah.
You know, Instagram can't. That mean before Megan got shot, tour with Mr. Pandemic. Forget about these topics.
Yeah.
You know, like, he was Mr. Pandemic.
Yeah. This is history. We are literally living history right now.
We lived through it, like you said, we don't feel it how the history will see it.
Yeah.
Because also we felt it in our city, in our world.
Yeah.
We don't like the people that's in Australia, people that's in Africa, people that's in China, people that's in they all experienced it totally different.
Absolutely.
I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers in Korea getting slapped around in sticks and damn near
reprimanded
all types of shit
outside too late. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, overseas, you remember that? During the pandemic, they was getting whooped in the streets.
Yeah, like fuck not when it first happened, like niggas was still trying to be outside trying to like get shit and have shit going on. Like no, if they seen you outside, they was whooping niggas with Kinyo sticks and all type of shit.
Like get your ass in the house.
Wow.
Like they was out there whooping niggas with belts and everything. Like literally,
that's what the niggas how what it was airborne, how it was all that type shit. Like you breathe in anything, you outside.
We didn't know how to how
severe. I mean, we thought all the air was polluted for a second.
Yeah.
Don't go outside. You might die as soon as you step outside.
Wear the mask, do all the things. Because I remember at the time, anti-maskers. There's a lot happening.
Because wearing the mask, it still don't make sense. If it's something airborne, you putting on the goddamn.
You still gotta breathe through it.
Shit, nothing, you know.
And then remember everybody on the N90, the N95 mask, they switch to the regular mask.
I told my cousin that I remember we had a family. They were like, "Yeah, make sure y'all wear your mask." I'm like, if anybody here got it, everybody go get it. I'm like, we got. I'm like, in the military, when there's a natural or a bad gas, they give you a gas mask with a respirator on it.
Yeah.
Not no damn face shield. I mean, motherfuckers walk around with a face shield talking about, yeah, you good. Like, bro, you still breathing the same air I'm breathing.
But you say it's all the same.
Yeah, like, it don't make sense, bro. Like,
it's crazy. It was very crazy.
But yeah, so what else we got, man?
We have women versus hoes with an X.
Oh, man. I will just turn this over to AC. I feel like this is a perfect AC
time. I have a conversation about this shit. Now you got me cussing.
Oh, you were saying, okay.
Well, I was about to say, let me put my glasses back on because that was.
Talk about I ain't talking about no male versus female or woman versus. I ain't about to do that.
You're really standing 10 toes down about this. You don't have anything to say about women versus hoes with X?
Oh. What? I don't acknowledge. I don't know, bro. No. I'm not talking about that. Cause what's the point?
I mean, for me, it would just to give our side. I feel like it ain't necessarily for us a bashing topic. Cause I don't feel like we ever have any topics of us bashing, just giving sides. For me, I feel like it was a topic more so about the improvement of what we would want to see from the opposite sex, in the sense of what's lacking in this conversation because of this conversation.
Okay.
Not necessarily the conversation itself, because I feel like
they give me. Okay.
Yeah, I when I be writing shit down, it just be all right. This is what it is. I can explain it later. Like type shit, because I don't always go in it, because I don't want the thing to be 2 pages long and me trying to explain.
What I like to see from a woman, what Destiny presents.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Mindfulness, kindness, nurturing. Care about her people. And leads with her nurturing leads to make other people buy in. She could create space for other people to be themselves authentically. That's what I want from a woman. That type of disposition, that she cares. All that other stuff, social media can tell you about all that other stuff. Like, Like, to be honest, like that's why I said I didn't really want to talk about it, because she's the example. She's the example of it. You know what I mean? Like, and nobody ain't trying to have the 50-50 conversation. Like, you know, it's just like, bro, it's tired. It's like, it's an exhausting. It's an exhausting. It's like,
I mean, look, I'm in a relationship now, so I don't care.
Come on.
Yo,
Come on, Fresh Juice.
That's why I said it ain't no worth for having. It ain't worth no having a conversation about.
I got what I want in a woman. I got it.
I know that's right.
And I've been out like kind of like I've never really cared about. I've always said that the 10% is louder than the majority. Like, there was a post I saw a long time ago. A dude said, "The dudes who married don't be saying it on social media about." He said, "Yeah, we do. We just not loud. Y'all looking for polarizing.
Yeah.
Polarizing
Yeah,
things.
that's a great.
Y'all want polarize. We're trying to give you real advice about things. Y'all want polarizing content that sparks this these
Great debate.
Yeah, great debates and stuff. And we just trying to tell you how niggas who've been married 10, 15 years, how we stay successful in our marriage. Y'all don't want to listen to that though. Y'all want polarizing content from niggas who ain't never been married. So I don't speak on it. I ain't never been married.
Content over everything.
Niggas, niggas who ain't in a relationship. Talking about niggas who are single dudes.
Yeah.
For 5 years plus. Ain't never had a real girl, quote unquote, real woman since they've been an adult male, probably.
No, fact.
Or been in a relationship. They was 21. They lasted from 21 to 24, and they ain't been in a relationship since they 35. I'm trying to tell you, these advice niggas be trying to, because y'all want polarizing content that sounds tantalizing.
Yeah.
And it's gets the people going. Like, I could kill, like if you niggas want real advice, bro, take none. That's the real advice. Listen to you, listen to God, figure it out for yourself. Stop letting so much, the world is absorbing too many outside opinions about matters that don't affect nobody but your ass.
And you know,
your relationship is for you and your partner.
Some people be having secondhand experiences, like
yes.
Never,
oh my.
That they never experienced. But you
your mama said, your auntie said, your uncle said, your brother said, man, these bitches ain't shit, man. He hurt, bro. Stop.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, it's like you, bro. Okay, like as a guy, right? I hear dudes say stuff. It's like, bro, every time you come to my bar, bro, you sitting in the corner like this, and it's like you ain't even took the time. You ain't had the courage to even introduce yourself to a chick. So how you gonna complain about something if you ain't even putting yourself in position to even have an interaction? I can't even call you a creep because you scared of the women. So now it's like, bro, what are you?
You ain't even scared of the hoes. You scared of the hoes.
Yeah, you scared. You scared. You're not. You scared of the hoes.
Yeah, you scared. You scared of them.
So
you scared of them and you scared.
So when I hear you,
literally,
and I hear certain dudes' opinions, like I don't even believe you because I've seen you. You know what I'm saying? It is like, bro, I've seen your action.
Trend record.
I've seen the lack of your action. So it's
we
like,
don't
bro,
believe you. You need more people.
It's just like, bro, it's like people just want to have secondhand attachment to opinions, and then you formulate it, and now that's your real life experience because you don't go outside and actually experience people.
Yeah, too many.
That's what it be majority of the time with folks, man. People already have a preconceived notion on what it is because I've been guilty of it.
Facts.
Because I've been guilty of it, I can share like, well, you'll never know what things are until you actually walk into the unknown. And you gotta have enough humility within yourself to know, like, well, apparently I don't have it figured out. Apparently I also make mistakes. Apparently I've been missed the mark several times before. And so in that, bro, it's just like, no, I ain't got nothing to complain about the opposite sex. Cause why? Because I've experienced, like, I've had my heart broken before and I've broken a heart before. You know what I'm saying? I've been on both sides of the coin. So it's just like to understand, bro. Like when it comes to these like type of topics, like when it comes to like the gender stuff, it's like if it's not edifying, like, bro, it's like a waste. It's a waste of time because now people, like you said, people are looking for a dopamine hit when it comes to that, or confirmation bias. Like, man, yeah, man, I just texted that girl five hours ago, and she ain't hit me back yet because she's at work.
And a lot of time,
And vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
and no, and a lot of time it do be on some, like you said, confirmation bias. Niggas be online and they see something that agrees with some weirdo shit that they believe in their head, and they feel like it's okay because 5 other thousand people like the same thing, and now I'm finna.
Quote unquote 3,000 said this.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah, somebody yeah.
I identify with this because I am insecure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the other part they don't want to say. You identify with the rhetoric because of your self feeling about yourself.
Yeah.
The
Correct.
rhetoric, like this is where false confidence is not good.
Yeah.
False confidence is only good when you're trying to go do a sport or do art. I promise you.
Yeah.
It's only good about a couple realms. False confidence when you're not you're lying to yourself, but you internally know how you feel.
And you're not adequate at all.
You get mad at whatever. Like you said, you complaining about the opposite sex, no matter what, male or female. You complain about the opposite sex, and you have not assessed you.
I just seen the perfect thing about that, bro, on social media. Somebody talking about like, what about, you know what I'm saying, men be talking about women doing this and that. I'm like, truth be told, everybody be talking about the dating pool. I'm like, everybody that's talking about it is the piss that's in it. Like, you can't be talking about something that you contributed to, and then talking negatively about it. Like, it don't make sense because you not like you not obsolete from this. You know what I'm saying, from this problem. I always tell people that exactly, if you're not part of the solution, you definitely part of the problem, and that's always
Like sometimes we say like certain times. I always say we Eve. I'm not like I'm.
yeah,
I can't say
exactly, yeah.
if I'm in it too, and I'm not. Why would I say anything about it? I'm part of the situation now. Now I'm not part of the situation. I say
Nah,
what I want to say.
and it came up. It came up because of that video that I posted in the group. Because it's like the man was talking about men, of course, want a good woman, but the women versus hoes, because women are and hoes are agreeing and aligning with too many things in life.
So,
So
okay,
he's pretty much saying they standing too close to each other.
okay. I'll say this because of my occupation, right? All right.
And that's why I threw it to you.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, context.
Context.
No, we get there.
No, thank you. Okay,
The
so
talk before the talk is good.
from that vantage point, I understand what he's talking about. But guess what? Majority of the time, you ain't gonna find somebody you messing with in a club space. You already going to the wrong resource, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I going? Why would I go to Waffle House to get a muffler for my car?
The foundation already.
You already
The foundation gonna be fucked up. So.
But that's the wrong.
I know what you're saying.
You need to go to AutoZone.
Oh, Riley.
Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I get the kind, I get it, but it's like we've already perverted that space to where you can genuinely have a genuine connection because people go to those spaces because we go to those spaces already. Nobody's even interacting in a like. There's not a lot of mutual intergender interactions in those spaces.
Very true.
Because, like, let's say the club space, right? There's booths in there. Don't nobody dance no more. The music is already prideful. The music is all the women say, take these niggas money, F these niggas. And the guys be saying F these hoes, take advantage of these hoes. So we already in war, but we occupy the same space. Can somebody tell me how that works, right? And so we already fighting an uphill battle. A lot of the reason why we don't interact is because the music in those spaces where we occupy is telling us what to do.
Yeah.
It's programming us to.
It's the hurts, the hurts in the
game.
programming, go on together.
It's telling us to play the game.
And on that same side of coin, like I said, I do understand what bro was saying about like almost like bird feather flock together. You stand too close to it, like but work on both sides of the coin, dog.
No, for sure,
It's a lot of niggas when they tell they home with you for your fuck nigga.
Like it's the same side of the
Okay,
coin.
you see,
You know
see
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying?
So like
You
they
see-
can say the same thing about I don't know you if you're a good dude,
Right.
if three of your homeboys got
Come on.
if one of your homeboys cheat
Come
on his girl every time,
come
you got a
on.
homeboy that
Come
beat
on,
on
man.
girls, you
Come
got
on.
one that don't take care of his
Come on,
kids.
bro.
How I'ma know you the good nigga?
That's a
That's right.
fact.
That's
You
right.
can't
That's the
be.
truth.
And you hanging with these who you call your
Your
partners.
Come
people.
on, man.
That's very
And
true.
same thing about the girls. Same thing
These
about
niggas,
the girls.
these are niggas that you know every story they go on in their life every day.
Come
You talk
on.
to these niggas on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. It's like when we speak out, you gotta also take in the what you're talking about.
Mhm.
That's
Because
right.
I can't call you out on nothing. I can't say your room is dirty if my dishes ain't clean.
That's right. That's right.
Does that make sense? What I'm
That's
saying?
right.
It's like it's all the
Yeah,
same.
it's only certain things that trump other things me. It's a very small select thing that trump things in criticism.
Mm.
Right, and this is beyond the point. We ain't
Yeah.
talking about the relationships. I'm talking about
Right,
in
right.
general. I put above things that I criticize for is
Oh, for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
said
For sure.
that
That's
the essay and you don't take care of your kids. For me,
feel that.
you could be a broke dude, but if
Mm-hmm.
you take care of your kids, you gonna get more respect from me than the nigga who got money who don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just I don't really care about
Every day of the
the
week.
moralistic like foundational thing. I
Yeah.
think there are universal law where I think God rewards or punishes you for it. Right. It's certain things that you touch kids, bro, you out of here. We don't even
Yeah.
you can't compare that type of nigga
Yeah.
to a
Nah,
nigga dog
nah,
women.
I can't.
You know what I mean? Like I don't compare the old niggas to the old niggas, you know what I mean? But the other the to the original point
Yeah.
what you were saying, that's what happens every time in those spaces. That's why on this, like, y'all know the space y'all going to.
Correct. Yeah, for
I
sure.
say yes. It's people literally going there to take a load off. People that's stressing throughout life, like,
And,
and you trying to go there to find your mate. It's like what
and
you
it's
think
rare
finna
when
be
people
going on.
both sexes go alone too. You got to think
Yeah,
everybody trying to. So whenever you go, when you go with your clique, you're already influenced by your clique. And so the thing is that it's already a double, triple whammy because either you trying to match the energy of your clique, or somebody in your clique got too much influence to where you just gonna follow what they say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard if you can't
Hold you.
stand on your own too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We say it all the time,
When
but
they break off,
we go out and shit like we say it all the time. Thank God we're around dudes who can just stand
yeah,
on their own
Mm.
too. We go to a spot, AC go over here, and I'm over here because I didn't got pulled over here by this group of people. He ain't got pulled, and we gonna come back around at my dog. So I came with. I'm gonna find him. You know what I mean? Type of I can stand on my own. He can stand his own.
Mm.
A lot of these people in society, bro, you
Cannot.
see they can't.
no,
Yeah.
And like you said, and that's the group think mentality
Yeah.
that helps that type of mentality. When we do those type of conversations with the gender war type thing. Those are group thinking mentalities. You're not even thinking to yourself, and if you do, you're so scared to be different and to
Mm.
disagree with what your friend group, or the norm is that you won't do your own thing. I ain't saying you gotta be loud and say, just go do your own thing.
Mm.
Like you just go do you without dismissing people in a loud, obnoxious way when you find yourself.
Well, can I say too, like, just because you fit doesn't mean you belong,
Facts.
right? So,
mm,
like, using myself as an example, I was married for more than 10 years. Being a wife, being in a serious relationship makes you a different type of woman off the rip.
mm-hmm.
You have to learn how to compromise. You have to learn how to communicate. Even if I wasn't the best communicator in that, I've learned and I've grown. So now when I was outside or tried to be, even when I was outside, people could look at me and be like, well, she fits, but she doesn't belong. Right. So I would have guys come up to me and be like, what you doing in here?
Right.
Didn't know me.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, but
because of how
that's
I
your
carried
vibe, your
myself,
energy.
it's my vibe, my
You
energy.
don't belong here.
Exactly. You don't belong here.
You can peep out the sort of thug
Absolutely.
easily.
Even
So
to the point I had went to the old Illusion. Shout out to Illusions, no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my friends and I had went on like a Friday night. We were out. I didn't have the children. They were in Indiana with my mom. So I'm like, okay, we outside, right?
illusion.
So we're in
Fuck you doing
Illusions.
in an
So as
illusion?
soon as we walk in, now usually context, we usually went to Illusions on Thursdays, which was R&B night.
Yeah.
Okay, we went on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Illusions vibe was on Friday. I figured it out
God
quickly. So we walked in,
Illusion.
and my friend and I we looked at each other and we said, And so we're walking in and we like first of all, we get a table or a booth right by the door because I don't play no games. I grew up in a very interesting era. And the era I grew up in was you got to have two exits. Right. One to get in and one to get out. And they should not be the same, right? That's how I was raised.
That's standard. That's going to be the standard, period.
That's how I was raised.
But you're right, though.
So I go into Illusions. There's already not an out exit that I see, which means that the entrance and the exit is one way. So I'm sitting by the door. So, and I already hear the music. So I'm like, oh, this is a different vibe than a Thursday, right? So then the security guard is standing by the door. And so he like watches. He's just watching me. And so my friend goes to get a drink. And he walks up to me. He says, you probably want to leave about midnight. That's all he said. And I said, what do you mean? And he was like, you don't seem like the type to be in here on a Friday. And he was like, you're not going to want to be here after midnight. He was like, I just suggest you leave. So as soon as he said that, I said, you know what? I appreciate you. You're right. I probably don't need. There we go. Listen, we got our drinks. They brought a hookah. We did hookah. And I was like, well, that little boy. And that's exactly, because at this point, I already knew what this was.
It's about
I said, that little boy said we need to leave by midnight. I was like, which means we need to leave. My friend looked at me like, she was like, 11 o'clock, we good? I said, we're great. We left. But that happens to me all the time. And it reminds me of that scripture about like hiding your light under a bushel, right? No matter what I do, I can go anywhere and my light is shining, even if I'm trying to dim it, even if I'm trying to blend my light with the other lights, it won't work.
It ain't gonna happen.
So I can fit in, but I don't belong. And no matter what, my energy, my aura, my plus 20 aura, I thought it was, no matter what it is, it's always going to highlight me. But that took work, right? So when I heard that video, the first thing I thought about was like, I can fit, but I don't belong. And what that let me know too was his discernment's probably off. Because as a man who is very sound and secure in his masculinity, he can look at a woman, even if she is in a makeshift, in a space, and be like, there's something different about her. She doesn't, she might dance to,
He should.
whatever. He should, right?
But a lot of men, even being confident and even being necessarily knowing what you want, that still don't mean that he necessarily striving and making better decisions, because he could still be swinging for that same sense.
Very true.
And him swinging for that same swing. Him swinging for that same sense is reason.
You talk to girl like, hey, I'm not saying you're the type of
Right.
guy. I don't want you to misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not. I'm just saying in a general sense.
Right.
This is what happens.
Yeah.
And I think he's also not speaking for himself per se. I think he's speaking for the general man who may not be as perceptive as him. Right? Every man ain't perceptive like that, even if they good dudes. They may not be perceptive in what they see.
Because he used the analogy of the lions. If there's 10 lions walking down the street, am I going to wait to figure out which one isn't going to... Well, the first thing I said was like, it's a lion. So the natural inclination for me would be all of them are going to eat you. It's probably not the best analogy. But I got what he was saying. But in my heart of hearts, when I've even noticed a man, and I'm like, oh, he's a man that's probably of good moral character. You could just tell by the way people carry themselves, right? Now, every once in a while, there are people in sheep's clothing, but I'm not here for them. Like you said, that's very polarizing. But a majority of the time, first of all, I'm not going to talk to somebody. If I see your butt, like I'm at a certain age, I don't want to see you sagging. I don't want to see you, like there's just things that I don't want. So therefore, I don't attract those type of people. And if I do, they quickly are like, oh, you're not that type of guy. And I'm not. Then I open my mouth and they're like, oh, you're really intelligent. Probably. Yep. I'm probably pretty smart. Therefore, you're not gonna hold my attention, or I'm not gonna hold yours. Like, I'm gonna be talking up here and you're gonna be down here. And guess what I've learned not to do to bring my conversation down to you? I'm never gonna do that. Right? But I think the discourse is important to me though, because we have younger people who are watching us. And so if we don't have these conversations, we need to have them amongst each other as gender groups.
In a healthy way.
We need to have them in healthy ways in closed spaces. What I don't like about the conversation is that they're to the public. They're in the public. I would rather us have a conversation where we fill this up with men and women who are like-minded and say, okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty. What is the issue? And we really have those conversations because they need to be had. I just don't like the way that we're having them in the public discourse.
Those type of conversations, what do we need to show more of?
I like that question.
The solution, like find the solution for the issue. What do we need to show more of? We need to show more black love.
Right.
We need to show more healthy resolve in situations.
Right.
Perfection is not realistic either.
Absolutely.
So I don't want. I think both of those things need to be said, but like you said, it's in a healthy way. What's a real resolve when two genders are having a discourse?
Yeah.
What does real affection look like that's not sexual?
Right.
What does real intimacy look like that's not sexual?
Right.
What is caring about my partner and what they like and but that's not sexual?
Right.
Everything I'm gonna say now is not sexual.
Right.
So,
right.
Because I know all that. That's cool.
Because the sexual got to be there initially. Yeah.
That's what happened. I'm attracted. We're visual creatures.
I'm saying not even
regardless.
I'm saying you know the sexual attraction and like he's saying anything
Right.
we done.
We visual
Yeah,
creatures.
we done.
Sometimes I see that.
They got to be there.
That's natural. What about your personality? Do I like?
Absolutely.
What's your quirks that makes me smile? And I just look at you and I just like, oh, I got to smile at that.
Well, like shit, like do your light shine? Like are you different? What about you? Like for me, it's always about what makes you different. What makes you exactly what makes you you? What like because everybody in some way is influenced and takes shit from other people, places, and make it yourself. Yeah. So what does it look like when you take all that together and make it yourself?
What's your clay? What's your clay look like?
That's
real.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. How are you molded?
That's the name of this.
What's your clay? I like that.
But I think how we mold each other is through that understanding, right? I want to get to the point where somebody say, "You always on your woman." That type of shit.
Yeah.
The type of stuff when we like, "Mama, get off there," like those type of things you see back in the day and stuff like that. We need to see more of that. That's what we see. We need to see more nuclear families, and it is more. They're not shown.
Right.
You know why? Because they're actually living.
Yeah.
The experience. Mm-hmm. They're not on social media trying to show you the experience.
Making the history.
They are living the experience. Mm-hmm. Now, some of them, I don't think every social media couple is a lie. I think some of them are real. They are going through what they do. I love Miss Tammy and all that. Like, they feel like, I think some of these things are authentic, right? Jason Wilson, his wife, and how he carries himself. I think some of these things are.
It's a great reference.
Eric Thomas. I think Dr. Eric Thomas.
Yeah, E.T.
I think him and his wife. I think some of these things are real authentic, right? And what he shows you is the good. They show you some of the bad. They show you the healthy way to resolve. Then that's not perfection. Is not real. You know what I mean? Protection ain't perfection, especially for dudes. So what y'all understand? You gonna fuck up. You gonna slip. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. That's not unconditional love either. If you can't slip and fall and y'all catch each other, whatever it is. Now, I ain't talking about slipping and falling and infidelity, my nigga. I ain't talking about shit like that. I'm
just saying.
Y'all want it,
right?
We talking about real life.
That's fair.
Niggas hear that shit. They think they getting a free car.
That's fair.
It's licensure to.
Yeah. Like no, I'm talking about like you lost a job, nigga, and you trying to come back up. Like y'all trying to figure out how to scale life up and stuff. Like I'm talking about y'all parenting styles make it a little different. Y'all trying to find compromise.
To go to Magic City and spend the last $1,000 in your savings.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Nigga gotta get his mental health together with 2 strippers and shoot at the bar.
But see, again, that's a great point to bring up because people will purposely misconstrue that to do it. Hence why that type of conversation is brought up about the women and the hoes that are in the same. It's like we purposely misconstrue because of what we're looking for.
Yes, absolutely.
It's what we're looking for beneficial.
Exactly.
And that's the main thing.
There we go.
It's like, because majority of the time, it's like, majority of the time when guys are having that conversation, because I see a number of guys have that conversation in a bar space because they want to smash something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
And they trying to come off a certain way.
Some guys would literally bring up that discourse at the bar to see which girl he can lure into the conversation to try. It's a grooming tactic.
It's weaponizing.
It's a grooming tactic.
Coercion. It's best. It's a grooming. I'm finna make you sit here and make me seem like I'm exactly whatever we talking about.
Yeah,
and that's what the topic for the night is, and then you finna feed into it, and you.
You know he's talking. He looked at your ear flutter up when you got excited about it.
It ain't even that. Now we 2, 3 drinks in, so anything I say is on board. Like
you know what I'm saying, he knows that.
Right.
I'm saying he's keeping you.
He's saying, I do this every weekend. Like I do this too. No, for sure.
Honestly,
I think that's why it's exhausted. Cause I see,
Like, bro,
I see it be. Women weaponize it.
I was finna,
Women weaponize it.
women can do it too.
I was finna bring that.
They do it a lot.
When you said something about illusions, when you said something about illusions, like I used to be in there when there was pharaohs. Like I used to DJ. I did the R&B night when it started, like
Yes,
with
I
Quill
went
and all.
Pharaohs. I preferred Pharaohs because I had a dance
Quill
floor.
and all that
I
shit.
digress.
So I used to open up. I used to open up for Quill for like the first hour and a half type
Okay.
shit. And like you said, but that Thursday crowd to that Friday crowd
Very different crowd.
is way different. But
Very different.
but the AC point is like you will literally see the same nigga. I see the nigga in there on a Thursday night, and then see him again on a Friday night because one of my other DJ homeboys in there DJing on that Friday night. So it's like I'm just in there, came to parlay with them for a little bit, and going back to the crib. But it's like you will see that nigga in there that you will see at a different spot that you see at all the spots in the city.
Yeah.
And what they do in their hand. Cars of women trying to buy them drinks, and then once you 1-2 drinks in, if you got any kind of mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying, you in the dope. Especially if you doing it 2-3 times a weekend, you know what I mean. You niggas know what it is.
Another like the
So
thing
that's
is,
the fall off, or you know what I'm saying, where niggas always go fall short because of what they want.
100%, and to continuously like to also add on to what we're talking about is that because I can't physically touch you now, like as a guy to a woman, like I can't physically touch you. I gotta find a different way. I've got to be creative and
Yeah.
let you in.
Yeah.
Whatever I got going on, and vice versa.
Yeah,
You see what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
So it's a different way. It's like verbal consent or lack thereof. Now.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
You see what I'm
That's a
saying?
great way to look at. Like I never, but again, my context is different, right? Because I'm coming from a different place, different perspective. I'm a little bit older, so when I think about it, in my mind, I told my friend the other day, I was like, I would love to go out, but I don't really want a club. I was like, maybe I need to go to the Elks. And my friend was like, I don't know if you're old enough for the Elks. I was like, okay, Carol Ann's. Like, I'm trying to find a space. No Carol Ann's? No.
That's not you belong with your.
So you gotta understand like you got you need to go to PH. You need to go to PH. PH. It's a black owned bar on the south side. Oh, it's closed now. Oh, okay. Well, I would say it. Yeah, Plain Jane. I say you need to go somewhere. You might be good like a five.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, makeshift. Yeah,
Maybe on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
What happens on Wednesdays?
B-side, yeah.
I've seen it. My daughter always has basketball on Wednesdays. I gotta come though, but like a vibe to
Or if
me.
you come early on the weekend, you got to come like happy hour early, like
Because
6
in
to
my
like
mind,
10
I need
type
a
shit.
little bit of music. I would really love like live music or something. But where I'm at right now, as a woman, I'm putting myself specifically. One, I'm in a relationship.
I'm gonna say
But
something.
I'm
God and
putting
Whiskey does
myself
something
in
like that.
spaces.
God and Whiskey does something with live
Like the
music.
little thing, right?
Yeah, they do guided sounds thing.
I need to do
I
something.
seen
Like,
it.
send me the link. But I feel like that's what's missing, right? Like I'm sure that you can find someone in a space.
For sure.
But it's what type of space.
Bingo.
Right? It's like I'm not trying to go to this is throwback. John Henry's back in the day. Like I don't know if y'all remember John Henry's.
What?
Okay. Well, listen, ages. So John Henry's back in the day was interesting. Because I was a college student at John Henry's.
15, 16.
And my god brother, Tyrese, shout out to Tyrese Lawless, used to do security. And even when I would come in there, college, fresh TSU freshman, I walked in and he used to tell me, he was like, okay, baby sis, when you get here, you tell the security you're my little sister. He had to give disclaimers. You're my little sister. Tell them you're my little sister. And when you come here, you check in. So me and my friends, all cold, because, back then we know about the weather. We just was trying to be cute going to John Henry's. So we walking in, I'm here to see my brother Tyrese. They appoint him out. All the security knew who he was. And as soon as something was about to pop off, he took us through the kitchen. This is kitchen door, back door, and he was parked right there, right? And I remember even in that space, we used to call Nashville people locals because we weren't from there. So we would be like, what night is it? Are the locals gonna be there? Because it was a different vibe, right?
No,
it was not a college vibe. There was a club called King of Clubs. Y'all remember King of Clubs? King of Clubs was like, this is way back. See, we're not that much farther in age.
No, we're not.
But King of Clubs was like it was probably one of the best clubs in Nashville. I don't know who owned it. King of Clubs was like it was very nice, and it was ducked off like in an industrial, almost looked like industrial. Lucy Blue was another. I love Lucy Blue.
I remember Lucy Blue.
John Henry's. I really not John Henry's. Graham. Baby Lucy.
Oh, gee.
And then they had, back in the day, they had Hurricanes. You remember Hurricanes?
Mystic. What we
So
talking
Hurricane,
about?
listen,
Diesel.
this is the early 2000s, okay?
Few and Diesel, same
Phil
person.
Andy.
Graham Central
1188.
Station was down on 2nd Avenue, y'all.
Graham
Blue Al
Graham?
Lewis.
Graham was Graham.
Graham was great.
Blue Al Lewis.
Graham was white,
Three
black,
levels,
but
three,
three or
four
four
levels,
levels,
four levels.
because they had a rooftop. And that was like one of the rooftops, like back in the day. Rhythm Kitchen. Rhythm Kitchen was another.
Oh my God.
I worked with the kitchen.
Did you
I
really?
worked with Bashar.
I loved
look,
the Rhythm Kitchen.
I worked with the kitchen.
Like back in the early 2000s, y'all.
shouldn't have been working
Nashville, you probably shouldn't have,
I'm
because
letting you
we
know I
weren't
shouldn't have.
we were old enough.
I literally had my prom there. I was there at my prom. I was 17. I haven't worked
We
there
weren't
like
old
a year
enough.
already.
We were old enough. But
But okay.
places like that, you could go, college environments where you were finding people who were like-minded. But we knew what days. We knew how to pick it. When you go on other days, we were like, oh God. Some days you go on John Henry's and you're like, ooh, like hide your purse, hide your wife. Like it was very difficult. Then other days we went in, it was a college vibe. And the locals would try to come get us. That's when you could still walk on TSU's campus. You can't do that no more. When I was a freshman, you walking down to Wilson Hall and locals could drive onto Campus Park and would be lined up like a catwalk when I was going back to my dorm room. Now it's all closed off. But I say that to say they warned us in freshman orientation, don't talk to anybody from Nashville. That's exactly what they said. Don't talk to any of the locals. They're going to be on campus. Don't talk to them. It's very dangerous. You guys are college students. You're pretty green. Like I'm
menaces.
sorry. They not menaces, but well, let's be fair. We were 18. These men were older.
Also,
They were not 18.
Also, be fair. In every town they do that.
I could see that, especially on
Every
HBCU
college they
situations.
do that. It's not that. That's what they warn college girls like when you go like men, and that's one of those things.
They're predators.
Yes.
For sure. But I realize women can be predators too. You learn and you grow. Women can be predators, men can be predators. The conversation we need to have in our community in regards to Black love, we don't need to have the women are hoes, men are hoes. Okay, we've had that conversation for a long time. How do we sustain and how do we show positivity, right? How do we sustain? How do we show positivity? And how do we grow that positivity past everything else, right? And I think that's where I keep getting caught up in is like, I want to show my daughters. I want to show your daughter. I want to show your daughter. Because right now, their generation is already getting it. And probably worse than us. Like, we little Kim. Okay, we have Foxy Brown. Okay. But we had positive women rappers. Right? Like we had.
That's what I said between now and back then.
It was a lot. That's what I'm scared of.
It's the abundance of it.
Yeah.
Like we saw it, but it was still a shocking thing because that was rare.
And it came on late night.
Look Kim. That was a big deal because people didn't do that. Like
no.
Girls weren't doing it in abundance.
No.
Even Foxy Brown was a hustler. She wasn't just talking about just fucking and all that. Like she was
doing
Kim
hardcore.
was the six pot. Foxy Brown was like the Don woman who was, you feel me?
Yes.
Charlie Baltimore, people like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't all of what we like. We had Missy Elliott, my nigga. Yeah. I had talented when they were talking about sex. Even when they had talked about sex, it was in a creative way.
Very much so.
I think that's what the people understand about. We had sex music back in these times.
We did.
It was still creative.
It was just wordplay. Yes.
Wordplay.
Yes.
You a Minute Man. If you don't know what the fuck that she's talking about,
right?
You 11, you 10 years old, you don't know what the fuck a Minute Man is.
No.
You just singing a song and it's a song. It was hitting the message, right? Now they don't say Minute Man. He sucked dick.
Right. Very much. Right.
Now that nigga done it real quick, talking about 45 seconds.
Right. So when I think about this, we grew up in. We grew up. We grew up in an era where you had to know, right? I'm 38 and just now listening to some of the songs I grew up on, and I was like, oh, that's what peaks and valleys mean.
Tell me the tweet song about masturbation.
Yes. Touch Yourself. I didn't know either.
When my little cousin was a little kid just singing a song, they didn't know these songs were about this.
Not at all.
They were just singing songs.
Not at all.
The most flagrant shit you might have heard, goddamn, when you was hearing goddamn a dream.
Yes. But again, it came on late night. And Trina did not come on the radio. Like, let's be clear. Some of her songs, the commercial ones when she was with other people, but not her nasty ones.
You don't know now. I don't know what she was saying as I got older.
There we go.
I understand. All you know, the hook was the you don't know now part is such the part of the song.
Yeah.
Uchi Wally, I didn't know it now.
I didn't know what Uchi Wally was.
Of course,
that's right.
Of course, I'm talking. Yeah, but in 2001, when I'm 11 years old, and I'm hearing myself like, ooh, chi wale wale,
Ooh, chi bang bang.
ooh, chi wale wale.
She really wanna.
My body.
But now 2025.
Of course I know it.
2026.
2026. You got people. It's hard out here. So when we have these girls, right, that are coming up, because this has been what the wave for the last
About 10 years.
about 10 years. This is where this polarizing conversation is happening because you're feeding your gates with F my baby daddy and with stuff that's so not creative but so sexualized that now you can. I mean, the fact that it's coming all the time is right. Right, no one's in love anymore, right?
It's about the bag.
No one's in
It's
love.
about what can you do for me? What can I do for you? And okay, you can give me some pussy, and then I'll give you some money, and then we're gonna rock this relationship. And it don't matter if you funny.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you make them lay.
It's the same as rappers though.
Yeah, man.
Like rap is hard too because rap everybody is it's very interesting. Rap's a very interesting time now. Like it used to be the rap they were telling stories. It was very lyrical. Even if it was still hardcore, it was still very but now it's like everybody want to kill like my daughter. I had to stop her from listening to this little young man named Baby Kaya. I was like, why is he so angry? Like his whole rap is angry and he's yelling and it's like get it. And I was like, whoa, what is he saying?
Yeah.
Number one. King Von was another one. Rest in peace, little guy. You know, I'm sure. I don't know what's happened. They said he's passed away or something. But he was very violent. And I was like, this is what these young people are listening to.
No, murderer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Motor rapper.
I don't know if he resting in peace.
So speaking of
But-
speaking of rappers,
Oh,
who y'all got? Banks or Fabulous?
Overall or just lyrical?
Well, I'm saying this because they yeah. No, I'm just laying down the parameters also for how, the basis of why I came up. So they are promoting for Fabulous and Lloyd Banks to possibly have
a verse.
not a versus, but more so of a rap battle.
Okay.
Hopefully, led and manipulated in a such by Loaded Looks and Murder Mook, some OGs in the space they want. I think it came up in like a.
It started on some battle rap stuff first.
I think
And they said shit a long time ago too, and it came back up.
Yeah, and it came back up.
It's like FABO, Fabulous, and then Lloyd Banks like with 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Huh. And they're both from New York, right?
Yes. One's from Brooklyn, one from Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
What y'all think? You said parameters though.
I don't know, man. It's tough just
They're
because.
not far from each other. Period. Like
Right.
it's like no matter which one you pick, they're a hair above each other to me. No matter which one you pick, you say
Right.
Lloyd Banks. Then if Lloyd Banks is on the list of Lloyd Banks is 25, Fabulous is 27.
Do you want
vice versa?
Do you want Joe Johnson or Kawhi Leonard?
Who?
Fab is Joe Johnson.
I was just say I can see that. Yeah.
Fab, and I'm talking about skill. Now, when I'm talking about skill wise, offensively, Fab, and when I'm thinking offensively, color, texture, punchline, witty punchlines, smooth.
So you talking?
I'm talking about Joe Johnson.
This is what I'm saying. You're talking just rap. Because if you,
Yeah.
we talking songs, we talking hits, we talking bangers. You might have to flip that. Fab's moments are bigger than Lloyd Banks' moments of quote unquote we saying getting a ring. Fab's moments is way bigger than Lloyd Banks. Like Lloyd Banks got some records. I ain't saying he got Smile. I go to list of songs.
He just talking about skill wise.
That's why I'm asking the parameters when we judging on.
No, we was about the comparison. He was talking about with the comparison with the Kawhi and Joe Johnson thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He was just talking about them as a player, not as necessarily their accomplishment.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I'm just talking about because you can't go wrong with either one.
No, skill set wise.
Skill set wise, you can't go because Banks is
Both of them gonna
drop.
both of them gonna give you double doubles.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like which what you call it gonna give you 25 and 10 assists, and the other one's gonna give you 25 and 10 rebounds. That makes sense. It's just like so exactly what you looking for. You see what I'm saying? So it's tough to call. If I had a personal preference, right? If I had to, it's tough, man. It's tough because I like flashy raps, so I'm probably gonna go Fab. But Banks is a monster on like when it comes to putting it together as far as like stories and stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like, and I think that's what, like, if we're speaking on a totality of a career, a totality, like when we're talking about song making ability and rap skill set, I'm picking Fab.
I say that's Fab.
If we're talking both, we got to put both things into consideration.
Yeah.
I'm picking Fab. If we talking about who I just like to hear rap bars and put bars together,
Lloyd
I'm
Banks.
picking Banks.
Yeah, Banks. Yeah,
Banks just, like, and I've listened to Banks post like I've listened to new Banks. Like he's touring right now.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas don't understand how on niggas really is, how good niggas doing their career. He does a lot of direct consumer shit and all that type of shit.
The move.
He good though. Like he's on tour right now. That's kind of what Fabulous not, because Fabulous never toured. But also Banks was with G Unit. Like,
Right.
Correct.
Like Fabulous by himself, Desert Storm and DJ Clue, upstate New York, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, overall, probably I'm a Fab nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
50 Cent said it would be a tie.
of course he gonna say
50
that.
had to say
He don't care about none of it.
He got to.
Nah, 50 had to say
He got to say this. He got to say
He crazy.
But fans favor Fabulous because of his catalog.
Yeah, his catalog.
He's gonna have
More commercial.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's gonna have. He gonna have
Average rap fan knows.
it's gonna automatic.
I'm so into you now. Like,
Yeah.
he gave us that.
Yes, he did.
He gave us
He wanted to. No, he gave.
He gave us some records.
Yeah, he
I'm a
definitely
good look
did.
by myself. He got hits.
He gave us
R&B. He got a little more. He got shit like
Yes.
No,
out of here with like just songs.
no, he
Like,
gave us records, bro.
We talked about this on the pod before. Definitely best time step rapper.
Yeah, 100%.
One of the best crossover rappers for sure.
For sure.
We talking about crossover from R&B and hip hop.
7 studio albums, 2 EPs, 58 singles.
Soul Tape series.
38
Soul
featured
Tape and
singles.
Summertime Shootout.
Summertime Shootout. Yeah.
Yeah. When I hear women rapping them Fab lyrics, I'm like,
Yeah.
Like, see, women are
Into
the ones.
You, Let You Go, Breathe, Make Me Better, Throw It in the Bag, You Be Killing
Throw
Them.
it in the bag.
It get real dark when we talking about like
Throw
this.
it in the bag.
You feel me? Shit like that. Trade It All. Or Young and Hopping Back. Baby Don't Go. Ball. Like, he got things. You feel what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he definitely.
Like, and like you said, because his style, because women like him, like for how he raps and shit like that, because he makes like songs that he got the smooth voice and all that type shit for those girl type records.
Yes.
And niggas who are into rap, like hip hop, we know how busy he gets on that mic for real.
Yeah.
Like Fabulous is one of the best rappers, period.
Yeah.
It's not even like he's in the top 50 conversation when I talk about a nigga who can just rap really, 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 really good.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't talking about career and status and all that type of shit. Just can rap their ass off.
Yeah.
Fabulous is in that list. Banks ain't far from him. That's what I'm saying. Like, no matter what you put, if you got Fabulous at 37, Banks is 41.
Right.
If you got Fabulous at 41, Banks is 37. Like, it's not that gonna be that far. They're no more than 5 slots away from each other.
All right. So I got one more before we get up out of here. So is this generation Steph generation, or is this little generation's LeBron's generation?
They shared it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said that, and I'm saying this in the sense of the GOAT conversation.
How are we quantifying generation? Like when you.
So generation pretty much just your essence of when you play basketball or when you got to the point of taking over, depending on the player you were.
I mean, when is Steph come to the league?
He came in the league like
09?
Yeah, like 9, 10, yeah.
Him and James Harden the same draft.
And LeBron came in 03. When LeBron came to the league, he came at an unfair time. And he played through the unfair time. I'm not saying unfair for like he got his ring. I'm totally for that who he was a definite generation for him, like his generation type thing. It's so hard because you came in on the tail end of the Laker dynasty and the Spurs still being the Spurs and all that type of shit. And then you come in your prime. You get some of your prime with like the Miami stuff and all that type of stuff when you finally got angry and all that type of stuff. But then this little dude named Steph coming to play and become the greatest shooter ever and get 4 rings. And they have you're a dynasty. You're fake. Because now we talk about Steph, but we talk about Golden State. We even used to say Steph.
Yeah.
We used to say LeBron got to face Golden State. You know what I mean? As a whole, when you facing Draymond, you facing Clay, you got one of the best backcourts ever in history. Like,
But we would never say LeBron was facing them.
That's history. I've heard. Oh, you might not, but I always heard niggas say.
But you can, but
State.
anytime you can say that, you can't never say that it was him against Golden State because he had.
It was him versus for the
That
majority
was on.
of it was
That
him.
was that was only 1 year.
I just named 2 years, 2 different players.
But D Wade was never hurt when he was playing Golden State because he wasn't with it when he was playing Golden State.
I'm not talking about when he playing. I'm talking about like when he played. I'm talking like part of LeBron carrying a team and stuff like that.
He ain't never had to carry. D Wade was always there, and anytime he was with anybody else, he was always a third person. So he definitely wasn't doing no carrying. But that's
in the playoff. Wade knees was fucked. He couldn't play for real. Bosh wasn't there for a little bit of it. He like niggas got injured.
That was the last year, but that's always gonna be a debacle of any dynasty. So that's I mean.
But they got last year still too. Though, I'm saying
no, they didn't. They didn't.
Not the last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the year you're talking about because D Wade was there the first year. The first year was a failure because LeBron was getting killed by JJ Barea. And then then they won the other two. Then the last one because D Wade got hurt, and then that's when he went and immediately started the dynasty in Cleveland with Kevin Love and Kyrie. So that's what I'm saying. So at no point, and then that was when he had the better team going to play Golden State that first year, and that's when they won. I mean, not the first year, but that's when Golden State won, and then LeBron came back and won the next year. What's up? Now you good? That's what it is. Yeah.
This is Steph Curry's generation, but it's LeBron's era.
I like that.
The extra 7 years, extra 6 years.
Why I say that is because of LeBron's longevity. Steph changed the game. That makes sense. Everybody, Steph Curry, we got a unanimous.
How LeBron played the game didn't change the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
you can't be 250. You can't be two. Everybody can't be 250 and 60. You can't teach like 50 and 60.
Like a lot of different intangibles that LeBron was gifted. Yeah, LeBron was gifted a lot of his stuff, but he did enhance it.
He maximized
what he was gifted.
Yes.
Steph Curry came in, looked like he could be anybody, and he took that to a whole different level.
Like an assistant coach.
Any kid couldn't be like, okay, I want to learn how to shoot the ball. So it's like, this is definitely Steph Curry's generation for sure because he dominated this generation. He got four. I mean, I think he's only lost 2 finals.
If not 2, 3, only 3.
I think he lost 1.
No, he lost 2. He lost 1 to Kawhi.
Yep. Because when KD got hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. He lost 1 to Kawhi. He lost 1.
That's when they were supposed to win their third one.
But this Steph Curry's era because everybody, all offenses started changing. Like everybody wanted to play 5.
Generation.
But it's wrong era. You know why? Because LeBron had to go against monsters.
Like LeBron. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I know niggas like that Cleveland shit, that first ring Cleveland. It's like, do you know who he had to go against?
Yeah.
Now, one of them he should have got.
You said his first ring in Cleveland?
Not like first reign in Cleveland, not first ring. His first stint in Cleveland.
I mean, he had to go. He played there. Everybody else was playing. He ain't had to play nobody as significant. Nobody else was playing.
18 years old coming into the league, and they think you should be the. That's one thing that no one got over LeBron is you came in. That nigga.
Yeah.
No other player that I've ever seen in society. Not Kobe. Not
nobody. But nobody. I said nobody had.
McDonald's All-Star.
Nobody
drafted the day one. You're supposed to win rings first season.
But now, he wasn't supposed to win rings, but he was supposed to be what he ended up being.
When that nigga got to the finals, they said he failed against the Spurs.
I mean, he failed. I mean, that is
against the Spurs. He didn't fail. He overachieved to get to the finals. That is hard, bro.
I mean, but it's not really.
Especially first out.
It's not really that he overachieved because then you come and do it again for 8 years straight. So you can't say that it's an underachievement. It was just a preamble. It was. But what I'm saying, but you got to put it in context. But you also got to put it in context of
what that you're talking about.
You got to put it in context.
He did overachieve.
He definitely. I'm not saying he didn't overachieve with his team, but what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that. It's also, I mean, you got to put in context the Eastern Conference. The Conference ain't never been just the best. I'm not.
You're right.
I'm not
you're correct. You are correct.
I'm just saying with one.
Sorry for cutting your wisdom.
But with the Eastern Conference, it's literally like it's kind of different. Like you can have one minor injury and it can change everything. You know what I'm saying? With the West, you got to be one of the main guys. With the East, you can have a minor injury and it can change the whole look of a series. So especially back then. But people say that. I mean, people say that he played tough. I mean, everybody played. That's why I say. I mean, it's the same competition depending on where you are. People do like we said. Kawhi defeated them Warriors that defeated him. So I mean, and that was one of the best teams ever. So it's like, I mean, he did too. So I mean, it just depends on how you want to look at it.
I mean, God's playing for whoever when we get those type of things, right? Like,
I mean,
Pistons beating the Lakers should never happen, but it happened. Like that's I look at all those type of anomalies. I look at anomalies as anomalies. Kawhi
That's an anomaly. That was an anomaly season. The Pistons was an anomaly season. Overall, through what I've seen, what the teams that go to your point you were saying, because you was going to talk. Go to your point.
I was more so aiming. I was like, man, at that time, him having to go against them Pistons, dude, he was like that kid. That's when he was kid.
Them 25 straight.
Yeah,
was
like
outrageous.
what he was doing. That's what I would expect, like Anthony Edwards to be doing now. Like how he and the only reason why I can't put that expectation on Anthony Edwards
Just because LeBron is
6'8".
I say yeah, because LeBron is LeBron. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like nobody, like it would have to.
Some of that was
It would have to be the other person I feel like they could have did the scoring the way he did the scoring at that point in time would have been Melo. And just it's in a sense of the exact same buckets, the exact same way. Like the only person
that's the nigga underachieved. He wanted the money though, so I'm not mad. He ain't underachieved money.
I say yeah, I ain't
He
yeah.
that bread. No, because he took every big contract.
But
any big contract they gave.
I say but he also knew. I feel like Melo knew after his rookie season that he was kind of like niggas weren't fucking with him because he was supposed to win that rookie of the year his rookie year between him and LeBron.
That's a fact.
Oh, that's a fact.
And the fact that he didn't, he knew that he would. Melo knew coming in that he wasn't ever gonna be that nigga, even though he was that nigga.
Well, no, he knew that the darling was gonna be LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. He
not even that. No, he knew. No, he was that nigga to everybody who watched that. He would be the league dog.
That nigga.
But they always choose one league dog.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you're never gonna be the. Allen Iverson knew that when Kobe. But not gonna choose. You're not gonna be the league dog.
But that's what you do. Like the people. That's why the
money. They go get the money.
Exactly.
So shit show. Because they're not gonna put him on a team that's really gonna contend to the level of where he can really get to an actual chip and get to that level of whatever. You know what I mean? So I might as well take the fucking money. Y'all want me to take these pay cuts for what? We ain't getting nobody.
Hey, no, yeah. I mean,
I'm getting that money, big dog.
In closing, man, we gonna get up out y'all way. But I heard a nigga say, just because you did it longer don't mean you did it better. And I feel like they on the same playing field to me. I mean, if you played 6 more years and got the same amount of rings, and that's the end of the go for. I mean, like I said, LeBron
played all the greats.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Steph Jordan
and LeBron, and that's the good thing about Kobe's career. Cause Kobe played all the greats, like besides like any of the niggas in the generation now. But like he got
that's Magic, nigga. He's Magic, nigga. Besides Magic, he
Nigga,
played all the great besides Magic. All the old niggas playing male, man. Mad besides Magic.
Magic was playing male.
But look, Magic. But we saw Magic skill sets in the '90s too. He can play against the other niggas too.
Bro, Magic ain't had no goddamn Magic. Never mind. All right, we gonna get up. Nigga,
he not a great
point guard. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, if we ain't gonna say point guard.
Point guard ever.
Steph is the best point guard ever.
I didn't say was the best. I said one of the best. I said not one of the best point guards ever. Before you said, before we said he's not one of the best point. Magic Johnson.
I just said he was.
No, you said pure point guard. I'm talking in general. Period. He's not one of the best point guards ever. Period.
Yeah, he top 5.
Okay. I just want to make sure before we go crazy. Okay, now for a good conversation, y'all go now. I don't care about nothing else. Ain't no way.
I ain't even. I just want to know. I ain't even gonna argue. I just want to know because you said.
Yeah.
I think for this,
just like Magic, like
Magic really didn't change nothing besides niggas wanted to be a point guard.
Yeah.
It says niggas wanted to know how to dribble, niggas wanted to make flashy passes.
They learned how they want to be pass became cool.
Exactly.
Like really being a good passer and a visionary on the court and all that. That became because there's no Chris Paul without a Matt Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain points. Like Steve Nash is the Jay Williams eating white chocolate. Like how he there's certain things that ain't there.
But now you got there was all point guards. We just named point guards. Now you got niggas 1 through 5 think they Steph Curry, no matter what level of basketball we playing.
So this is what Google says, and we can close it out. Magic Johnson's number 1. That's based on Google, right? Often considered the greatest point guard ever. Larry Bird, Julius Erving, that era. So that's where it's at. Oscar Robertson, known as the Big O. Steph Curry's number 3. Isaiah Thomas, number 4. John Stockton, number 5. And then they have honorable mentions of Steve Nash and Russell Westbrook.
Not bad.
Westbrook top 5. That's what you feel. What you think about that? No, I mean for real. I just being for real quick.
And we don't care about.
And that's out the mud. We got Rashad McCann out the mud.
Like
Hey man, it's been another episode of Contextually, man. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. Great way to start season 4, man. We out, man.
All right, y'all.